Welcome to The Movement, a podcast from the YMCA of Greater Kansas City. Here we share real stories of how our community connects through youth and family development, healthy living programs, and social responsibility campaigns. Our goal is to connect the Kansas City community to the people and stories shaping and building a stronger and better future. From early learning to teen leadership, from senior support to neighbors helping neighbors, this is where Kansas City comes together. You're listening to The Movement, the why, where Kansas City connects.
Welcome to The Movement. I'm Mark Hulet. I'm glad you're with us. Today, we are coming to you from the North Kansas City YMCA for Healthy Kids Day. This day is a big deal. Healthy Kids Day began back in 1992 as the YMCA's national effort to encourage healthy development of young people. And more than 30 years later, it still carries that same purpose, helping kids and families stay active, connected, and healthy heading into summer and beyond. Healthy Kids Day is also a powerful reminder of what is possible when community-minded partners step up and invest in kids and families. We're grateful to have Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Kansas City as our presenting sponsor, and we're excited to be joined today by two outstanding leaders at Blue Cross, at Blue KC. I'll drop that one in there for you. Michaela Stevenson, Director of Community Relations and Investment, and Miranda Coffey, Supervisor of Community Health. Welcome.
Thank you. Delighted to be here.
They bring passion and perspective to this work, and I'm excited to have this conversation today. So, Michaela, Miranda, thanks for being here, and thanks to Blue Cross Blue Shield of Kansas City and the support for Healthy Kids Day. So let's just jump right in, all right?
Please.
So, Michaela, let's start with it. So, Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Kansas City, title sponsor for Healthy Kids Day. Why was this the right partnership for Blue KC?
Oh, we've been longtime supporters of the YMCA through various different opportunities. And when this opportunity came across my desk, we looked at it and thought, man, what an opportunity to get in front of these families, to help support these families, and to have a fun day, just to kind of play, be together, eat great fun food, see Casey Wolf out there, I think, bubbles, all the things. I mean, what could be better? And we know how important days like this are to families and to togetherness and having everyone together. So it was an easy decision to jump right in and be a part of it. And I was just excited to be able to even come out here today and see all the festivities.
Yeah. So what makes it unique, just a natural fit, but YMCA and Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Kansas City? What do you think about the fit?
Well, I think we obviously, both of us care deeply about the health of our community. And so the YMCA is obviously, that is in your mission, and it's in our mission as well. So the partnerships looking at how do we make our community healthier? How do we provide better outcomes for the people in our community? And we focus on our members, but it's not just about our members. It's about the entire community. So the work that we do throughout our community in supporting community partners is paramount to our mission to make Kansas City a healthier place.
Yeah. Miranda, how does community health look outside like the doctor's office or the walls of a clinic?
Yeah, so they say that, an average person spends about 60 minutes in 1 year in their doctor's office. So that time that you're receiving that clinical, support is very short time. And so it's outside of the hospital, outside of the clinic where people are living their lives. And so it's, you might go to the doctor and they say, hey, increase your physical activity. You're starting, your blood sugar is starting to increase. And so it's, our community safe? Are they walkable? Do you have friends in your neighborhood that you can walk with, or your neighbors that you can wave to on your way by? It's, your doctor might suggest more fruits and vegetables. And so do you have food that's in your community that is fresh? Do you have community gardens? Do you have a grocery store nearby? Is there a farmer's market? Is there access to those things? Because here in Kansas City, there are food deserts. So those things aren't always, right up the road or the most convenient option.
How does an event like Healthy Kids Day bring that vision to life?
Yeah, so it helps people, kind of like what we talked about before, ability to try new things and kind of see also what's like in your community. So I know some of the things that are offered today, maybe people who are here weren't aware that it was part of their community or something that the YMCA offers. So it just gets people out, gets people to know, again, their neighbors more, build that community, and then also be more aware what's in their community for them to live healthier lives.
And in today's, again, you mentioned, there's so many different avenues, right? Today, Why is an event like this important?
I think today events like this are important too. To Miranda's point, kids are being able to experience new things. I saw a rock climbing wall out there. There's all kinds of different things that kids can come out and experience with their families. Maybe they find a new passion for rock climbing today. Maybe they find a passion for something else that they didn't even know existed. And so I think that's a great way to find new and exciting ways to increase that physical activity. But I also think one of the things that we really focus on at Blue KC, and especially in recent years, is the behavioral health and mental health aspect. So family togetherness, communities being together, and again, to Miranda's point, that you are in a community that you see people, you can get to interact with people. I think that's all a part of that mental and behavioral health aspect that we really want to focus on too. So these community days, being together with community, is so much about health and about our own well-being.
When you come in, we've got tables of partners lined up everywhere, right? And outside and inside the Y here. And when somebody comes in, do you think people walk in and they go, I did not realize that's a need maybe I have?
Certainly. And I think that maybe even if they did know that they had that need, maybe they didn't know how to get the resources and to be able and to have it right in front of you. It's a little, sometimes I think, less intimidating than walking into a food pantry or walking in trying to find the right place for you to get fresh fruits and vegetables or food in general, or access to physical activity. If you have a day like this, it really kind of takes that first step out of it, because you're coming in here, you're with a lot of other people, you're having fun, and then you happen to cross something that you're like, wow, I could use this, and I could get the information in a much more friendly, not to say that our partners aren't friendly all the time, they are, but in a much more accessible way. So I think it's a great way to learn about. And I think the other thing too with something like this is that we might find people today here who have a need, but a day like today goes far beyond the 2,000 families that signed up. There will be families today that find that, they have an aunt or uncle who has a need, and they say they then go home and take those resources back to their family and their communities.
Absolutely. When Blue KC thinks about building healthier Kansas City, where do kids and families fit into that vision?
Yeah, I think the kids obviously are the future, and so when we can build healthy families that can raise healthy kids, that is looking forward. And a lot of the habits that we develop when we are kids, whether it's a love for the physical activity, the foods that you're exposed to. They say you got to give a kid a food cooked in different ways. It's like 20 times before maybe they'll develop a liking for it.
Brussels
I used
sprouts.
I used to actually at another YMCA back when I was right out of college. I did some AmeriCorps work with the YMCA, and we taught kids cooking classes, and it was like the most exciting thing when parents would come into the YMCA and they would say, how did you get my kid to eat cauliflower? Or what is this weird vegetable that my kid wants me to buy at the store?
Yeah.
Where can I find that? And it was asparagus, or something like that. And so it's like when you're exposing kids to those healthy behaviors and healthy habits, those do carry into adulthood. And so we're really just setting the youth up for success when it comes to those things.
We've got Casey Wolf in the house. We've got Casey Wolf in the house, and everybody. It's awesome. Come on in.
Can't figure it out.
We got to bring him in.
Oh, man.
Yeah, all right. Casey Wolf in the house. That's great. You never know. He's in the podcast
There
now.
we go.
I like
We're
it.
talking about healthy communities here, Mr. Wolf. And I know that you've been doing well. You look like you've been exercising. You look like you're mentally strong. You look like you have, you've been taking care of yourself, right? There we go. All right. We appreciate it. You're welcome to stick around, or you're welcome to go. Okay, we'll keep rolling then. All right. So we just got some friends that came by. Who do we got here? We've got Finley and Frankie, and I think they were, first of all, most excited to see you, for sure. And then Michaela and Miranda. They weren't here to see me, but I think they have something they want to tell us about Healthy Kids Day. You guys got something to share?
I think Healthy Kids Day is so cool and awesome because there are so many cool activities like the STEM STEAM activities.
Yeah.
Teen Tech Center.
Yeah. Did you go down there and see it?
Yeah.
You already been through it? Have you been all around so far?
Not yet.
Okay, well, keep moving. What do you got for me?
I love planting seeds to take them home, and I love when they grow because I get to see how beautiful they are. And the sports are also really super fun.
Well, nice job, guys.
Love
So I'm
it.
glad you got it. So you've been out to the greenhouse. Have you been outside to the big greenhouse yet, where we plant food and we have all sorts of stuff outside? That's great. Well, make sure that you get your parents to help you water those plants, all right? It's not just your responsibility, it's their responsibility too, all right? All right. Thanks for coming in. You guys have a great day. Shake hands, high fives. We already did that. KC, fist bump. I know you got to get to practice, I'm sure. Nope, you're welcome to go. Thank you. All right. I haven't even made it outside yet. I've just made it down the hallway, back down. You know, we've got some virtual activities going down in the gymnasium, and we've been to the Teen Tech Center and all the activities and the engaging stuff down there. So I'm going to get outside. I will get to the greenhouse, and I promise to get outside. My favorite part's always the fireman. I mean, I just like going to the fire truck. I think it's just leftover from when I was 4, right? So Blue KC has done important work around youth behavioral health. Trying to eliminate the stigma that goes with that whole conversation. Why is it important to think about kids' health in a more complete way, a full rounded, and not just thinking about in the physical side of things, but the mental side of things as well?
Yeah. So when we talk about, wellness, that's the mental and the physical. So 1 in 5, children have a mental, emotional, or developmental, diagnosis. And so it's really important that we're addressing those things, as well as suicide is the second leading cause of death for 10 to 14-year-olds. So we're really trying here at Blue KC to really address that number, because we're wanting to reclaim lives, reclaim our youth. And so focusing on that mental health is a really important piece. So there is a partnership called Shut Out the Stigma with the Kansas City Royals and Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Kansas City, where we are working to address mental health stigma and really looking at how does sports play a role in that. So, of course, people, here in Kansas City, the Royals are so important to us, and everybody looks up to those players. And so when we think about that 70% of youth stop playing sports around the age of 13. So we want to make sure that we're fostering, youth at all levels of abilities when it comes to sports, and making sure that us as the adults, as the parents, as the families, that we're not hindering that growth that they might have in sports. So making sure we're focusing on what are the aspects of, like, I love to watch you play, rather than, oh, you missed that ball, what happened out there? And just really focusing on those positive aspects and trying to really reduce that mental health stigma. And so really addressing those things, again, like what we were talking about before, that those habits start at a young age. So if we can get that, fostering that love for the sport, and then you see, in adulthood, we have, co-ed or recreational, or the different partner programs that the YMCA offers for adults, and all of those things too, they can carry through from youth all the way through adulthood to help people really live healthy lives throughout the entire lifespan.
Do you think adults sometimes underestimate what kids are carrying?
Oh, of course. Yeah. There's a lot going on when I think about, kids, when it comes to, social media and technology and all of those things, that it's like, it's the norm nowadays to be playing video games or on the iPad, but it's not as, normal as it used to be outside playing and off those technologies. So it's really important, I think, to foster that love that kids have for, it's not just physical activity, it's your brain growth, it's development, it's creativity, it's all of those things when we look at those kids as a whole well-being, so the mental and the physical aspects.
And the YMCA, we believe that the Y is the center of community,
Mm-hmm.
And not the first place, not the second place, but that third place where people connect and can belong. What's belonging have to do with health?
Oh, I think it's paramount to health. I mean, again, to Miranda's point, if we're sitting inside, we're just sitting on an iPad, just not connecting and not being a part of community. I think that that can really certainly affect mental health. I think when we get the chance to get out, be either, whether it's in your neighborhood, whether it's at the Y, whether it's at playing soccer as kindergartners or however old. I think that helps us to connect to other people and see that there are people who are different than us and there are people who are similar to us, and to really embrace those differences and be embraced, right? So if we have to have the chance to get out of our comfort zone and be around people who aren't in our immediate home. And I think that helps to also find kind of your people and helps to find like maybe it's Dungeons and Dragons that you're into, and cool.
I know those people.
But you have to get out and find those
right,
people,
you gotta
right?
find them.
And maybe those people are on a team that you're participating on or in a drama class. And those things can all be found here at the Y, which is a beautiful thing, that you can always find your people and be a part of a group and belong.
Yeah. So here's a question for both of you. What happens when a trusted health organization like Blue KC and a trusted community service organization like the Y partner, and they partner well? Michaela, maybe I'll start with you on the partnership side, and then Miranda will come back and maybe you can talk it from the community health side.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think there's so much strength in partnerships and community partnerships. And one of the things that I think from a Blue KC perspective that we really think about is that, we don't run a YMCA. We are not running boys and girls clubs. We're not here on a daily basis, right? So our ability to come in and partner, provide funds, provide volunteers, provide people to be on site, that's really where we shine. And we love to hear about the successes of our partners. And we always want to celebrate those successes. So, we are looking forward to posting some stuff on social media, and maybe that triggers somebody to say, "Oh, I haven't been to the Y in a while. Let me get back in there. There's so much cool stuff going on.
Do
Let's
that,
get
people.
yes, we
yes,
will. Yes, come on in.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think that one of the things that is so important to Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Kansas City is that community partnership. We know we can't do it alone. You can't do it alone. Coming together. And it's one of the beautiful things about Kansas City, right?
Yep, it is.
We love Kansas City. We are in Kansas City. We are local. We are the local nonprofit insurance company. And we want to be a part of what makes Kansas City great. That absolutely includes the Y and many of our other partners.
Fantastic. From your perspective, Miranda?
So, my role as a community health worker, I supervise community health workers and was a community health worker prior to myself. And one of the things that we do actually is refer some of our members to the YMCA when people are looking for activities in their community to get to do with their kiddos, to do with their family members, or maybe they, can't afford a regular gym membership or something. We say, hey, check out the YMCA. They have lower cost services, scholarships for certain things, a good way to get your kiddos involved and such, and a welcoming environment. So maybe when your kid is playing this sport, your other kids are down, playing on that rock wall or whatever it is. And so we do refer people within our programs to the YMCA to take a look at what they have to offer when they're really looking for those engaging activities, not just for physical activity, but also for social life too.
Yeah, the connection is, it just goes back to connecting Kansas City. Miranda, what about when you walked in?
Yeah.
I'm sure you saw all this stuff going on, right? I mean, it's almost like a fair here. And what do you hope a child feels when they walk into Healthy Kids Day?
Yeah. So when I came, the parking lot was full. It was exciting. I could hear the music outside. I could, smell some of the food that was going. And I heard people talking about the greenhouse that was out there. So it's like right when you walk in the door, or even in the parking lot before you walk in the door, there's a lot of exciting things happening. And then I even heard myself, families when I was walking in, kids that were just jumping and running for the door, like they were so excited. And so I think today is, for kiddos, it's really important and exciting that they are excited about, the YMCA, that they're excited about the physical activity, they're excited about the healthy food, and that we get them really involved in the activities that are around them.
Yeah. So what do you hope, and Michaela, what do you hope they take home with them when they leave?
Well, I think just that excitement for what the Y can offer them. I mean, I think one of the things that that would be great coming out of this day is that in a week, they're like, can we go to the Y? Let's go, let's get out. Instead of sitting there, playing video games or whatever, watching TV, let's go to the Y. Let's go check out, let's go swimming. Let's go do something over at the Y. Now, maybe we won't have all of the things that are here today. Casey Wolf, maybe he'll come back. Who knows? But I think that that's the thing with Healthy Kids Day is, again, that access, like figuring
Get out.
Call your friends. Hey, did you know that so-and-so goes to the Y now? Let's get over there with them. I think that, and not just for the kids, right? I think it's a great opportunity to, for parents to be like, let's go over and, get together with a team and do something with other adults. And that's an important thing, I think, for parents too, that we oftentimes don't focus on, is that parents also need that time together, the time to get out, time to, I use myself as an example. I started playing tennis this year, and man, and playing tennis is a very loose term for what I do, but it's an opportunity for me. Yes, I have a racket.
Okay.
But it's been an opportunity for me as a mom to step away for an evening, get some physical activity with some friends, and just have fun. And I think that finding those groups you can find those groups at the Y, and parents need that too. But it presents an awesome opportunity for both kids and parents to come over here, find their people, get out of their house, get together with others.
Yeah. Miranda, Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Kansas City has an opportunity to take dental and wellness resources directly to families, right? Talk to me a little bit about that and how that makes a difference.
Yeah, meeting people where they're at is really important. And part of, again, our roles as community health workers on my team is getting people to the dentist to maintain their oral health is important, and those doctor's appointments, things like that. But one of the things that we run into is that people are busy. And so it's, having to take off of work, having to, pick up your kids and then take them with after school and then take them with you, and all those things that can make things complicated, just the logistics of life and trying to balance those things. And so when you bring that stuff here on a day like today, it's a one-stop shop. Parents can take care of, what they need to here all in one place and not have to try to figure out, how do I take off of work? How do I coordinate this and coordinate that? And, it certainly, those things get complicated. And so when you provide access and you provide those things in one place, or even maybe people weren't even thinking about that when they showed up today and they're like, oh, there's dental services, okay, we need to go figure out our dentist, just kind of bringing those things top of mind. So I think access is important. Again, not just busyness, not everybody has transportation. Not everybody has the resources. And so when they're all right here in one place, it's a good idea and, good motivation. Let's just get it done, kind of a thing too.
Right. Thank you so much for both being here today. This has been an awesome conversation. And thank you for the work that Blue KC is doing to support, healthy families and kids in Kansas City. It's been great. And I also want to make sure that we thank Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Kansas City and their partnership, their investment in showing what's possible when local organizations come together and really, partner up. And it's a true partnership, right? I mean, we're working together, we're doing stuff to make community wellness important and making sure it's staying on the front page. This is what today has really been about. Here is what happens when local organizations invest together in children and families. Families connect with resources, kids discover new opportunities, communities grow stronger, and that is exactly what the YMCA is here to do, not just on Healthy Kids Day, but we do this every day of the year. So whether you're looking for programs and support or connection, or simply a place where your family can belong, we invite you to come and experience what the Y has to offer year-round. Bring your family, discover the Y, connect with resources, and experience the Y where Kansas City connects. I'm Mark Hulet, and this is The Movement. Stay motivated, stay connected, and keep moving with us in the movement. Together, we are building a stronger community, one story at a time.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Thank you for joining us on The Movement. If today's conversation inspired you, connect with your local YMCA and explore all the ways you can get involved in your community. Together, we're building stronger families, healthier lives, and a more connected Kansas City. The Y, where Kansas City connects. Thank you for listening to The Movement.